Let's take a listen before we get into this. So she got booed at a house show, and the internet is losing their shit. And it's really pathetic. Dave Meltzer said something in regards to this, which doesn't happen often, but I agree 100% with him. If you're a wrestler, get mad at the company for putting her in that situation. Don't get mad at the fans. If the fans see a bad match, they've got a right to boo. And even if they see a good match, they've got a right to boo. There's a line, and now I think we're getting way too sensitive. I'm going to get ripped on this because it involves women. But that's just my feeling. If you're a pro, Jesus Christ, that's part of being a pro wrestler. If they say something racial, if they say something really badly sexist in this day and age at an arena, fucking shut them up. Yell back at them. Tell security, whatever. Give him an RKO out of nowhere. He didn't say that. I'm saying that. But just booing someone or saying you suck doesn't cross the line of behavior that fans shouldn't be doing. And that is the truth. And then Rhea Ripley came on, broke character on social media, and just went off on a rant on these people that were booing her. It makes no sense. We live in a snowflake society, and that term gets thrown around so much. But it is such a good term to use. Because climate change is not just affecting the weather. It's affecting the people. A little bit of warmth, and these dingleberries are melting into a puddle. Thank God they weren't the iceberg in 1912 that sank the Titanic. Or actually, it would have been better if they were, because then the Titanic still would have been around. It wouldn't have sank. That bitch would have went right through it. Because it was so fragile, it would have shattered in a million pieces, and you and I never would have known of its existence. I just don't get it. Nobody's hating Maxxine Dupri. We are simply observing the truth. You're not Trish Stratus. You're not Rhea Ripley. You're not Charlotte Flair. Hell, you're not even Chelsea Green. People that are safe workers inside of the ring. You're like a sensational Sherry. That's not an insult. Stay on the outside of the ring. Or go to NXT. I don't even think she's ever been to NXT. I don't even think she really has a lot of experience wrestling, and we can kind of see that in the ring. When I see Maxxine Dupri wrestle, I start to say to myself, oh, and I used to think such and such a person wasn't that great of a wrestler. Until, no offense, I saw her in the ring. I started to actually better appreciate some of the other people I used to criticize thinking they weren't that good in the ring, when they are, in fact, very good. And this isn't hate. Criticism doesn't equal hate. But unfortunately, in this day and age, that's what ends up happening. Now, there are some people that have said some stuff that I'm not even going to repeat about Maxxine. And that's gross. And that's, you know what I mean? You need to get Will Smithed across the face there. Well, actually, more like Mike Tyson uppercut. Because the person would actually get knocked out. See, that was a jab at Will Smith. Again, that's not hate. But that was the epitome of a bitch slap. I don't even understand why this is news, but this is all over the place, and naturally I'm fetching for an extra 10 views on my channel because I suck. Kurt Angle was told he sucked for nearly 2 decades. But we all know that he really didn't, because he won a gold medal at the Olympics with a broken fucking neck, and that's not even a gimmick. Like, I appreciate her enthusiasm. I really do. I think she's a great addition to the Alpha Academy. I really, really like that stable, whatever you want to call them. I like faction. Sounds kind of cooler, I suppose. Stable, I think of horses for some reason. For obvious reasons. So it's not like we're saying get off the screen. That's not what we're doing. We want people to be safe. Her safety, other people's safety. Right? Not everybody's going to be on the same level. Even Ronda Rousey was amazing, considering the transition that she made from UFC, where you actually knock people the fuck out, to you got to sell that you're snapping someone's arm like a Slim Jim or a toothpick. Slim Jim, because of the whole Macho Man thing. Snap it to a... Anyways. It's really just not that big of a deal. And now you've got people ripping on each other. How could you defend this behavior? Like, what? The way she looked upset and she walked back, I'm sick. I'm so fucking upset. And I'm not saying you're not allowed to be upset. It's just, you know? It's really not that big of a deal. This is not like the first person that gets booed. Wow, where have people been? I mean, one of the main things you gotta be able to do in professional wrestling is take a bump, both physically and verbally. We're not talking about bullying. This is completely different. As Dave Meltzer said, and as many others have said, this doesn't cross the line of inappropriate behavior. It's not a fact. See, I butchered that. And I'm not even going to edit it out because that makes me human. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. That's what I was trying to say. You see, that's what happens when you're live. If I was live in a WWE setting, AEW, New Japan, it doesn't matter where, TNA, whatever three-letter acronym you want to be a part of, I can have my moments where I can do good rants. I had dreams growing up. I wanted to be like a Gorilla Monsoon, a Bobby the Brain Heenan. I wanted to be like a manager / commentator. I also wanted to be a wrestler, but I found out that even though I liked working out and I was actually pretty good at amateur wrestling, truthfully, I felt my voice was what I wanted to unleash more compared to clotheslines and power bombs. We see how well that went. I've been working on my YouTube channel for a year. I'm worth $25 a month. Okay? It's okay. I get it. Not everybody has the it factor, right? It's really not a big deal. Yet I'm still doing this. I'm still enjoying it. She's enjoying it. I'm sure she's having the time of her life. She's got plenty of years ahead of her to hone her skills if she, in fact, wants to be a serious competitor in the ring. But not everybody has what it takes. It takes more than youth and looks and even dedication and determination to necessarily make it. Right? I tried really hard, like I said, at many things in my life. And I've practically failed at every single one of them. I still do them. I still give it my all. Okay? Like guitar is one of my greatest passions. I've been playing it for 33 years. But if I were to have you listen to me play guitar, you'd think I've only been playing for 33 days, not years. That's okay. Not everybody can be Kirk Hammett. Not everybody can be, a great guitarist, no matter how much time you put in. It's just the way it is. Look at the time I put in on my main channel on YouTube. I'm actually making less money now than I was when I fucking started 5 years ago. Usually when you work at your craft and you put everything in, you usually eventually kind of grow. I'm kind of regressing. Okay? It happens. People have taken jabs at me. Don't upload anymore. You suck. Great. Just for that, I'm going to upload another fucking video. I wasn't going to, but just for you, I'm going to do that. Anyhow, I'm going off on a rant here. I kind of went all over the place, and that's partially because I got a few problems up here. Seriously. ADHD, OCD, a lot of multiple letter acronymical symptoms, disorders. Acronymical. Is that even a word? And if it isn't, it is now. It's just not a big deal. I made this a big deal because it was made a big deal online, and it shouldn't have. This never should have went viral. It never should have been spoken about. It never should have seen the light of day. It really shouldn't have. So there it is. It's no hate. It's just legit criticism. Stay out of the ring unless you're in developmental and you're being closely monitored. Okay? Look at Braun Breaker that just recently came. Look at Jade Cargill. Let's get a little diverse there. Let's get a woman and a man in there in that conversation. 2 people that came from NXT. Oh, they could have come up to the main roster like eons ago. But for the sake of integrity, they stayed down there. Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, a plethora, cornucopia, a quiver of people that are main event stars now were from NXT. She just skipped. We see how well that went. Quite well, actually. Out of the ring. So there it is. The end of my rant. Didn't really add much to the conversation. Oh my God, did I really go on for 11 minutes? The gift of gab. I'd rather do that than give the gift of jab. Thumbs up if you liked the video. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm. A lot more than just a happy feel-good moment of, yay, I got 3 likes on my video. No. Makes the video pushed out there. Not saying it's worth it. Just saying that's how that works. If you're curious about the whole thumbs up thing. Thumbs down if you didn't like it, and I'll bend it in half, twist it, and give you a solo Sakoan. Sakoan? Solo Sakoan. Solo Sokoa is Samoan. So it's a solo Sakoan spike. Up where the sun don't shine. That didn't work out. Oh man, the amount of gaffes I'd be making if I was sharing the commentary booth with like Corey Graves or Michael Cole. Oh boy, that wouldn't go good. There'd be so many of these. So many of them. It'd be fun for me, not for the rest of the people, but I'd be having the time of my life. Anyhow, if you want to subscribe, great. If not, whatever. Thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, and maybe, if I'm lucky, I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.